As I said in the written review, the focus of the Rowntree Park site isn't the site itself. It's a very functional place with no view and spaces at a premium. The facilities are very good, having recently been refurbished, and are raised off the ground to avoid them being flooded, which is just as well given the number of times Ouse has breached its banks this year. No, the point of Rowntree Park is its excellent location. Whether it's through the back gate of the site or walking up the river by Terry Avenue, it isn't long before you're in the centre and all that York has to offer. Whenever we come to York, we usually take a walk around the walls at some point. It's a great way of getting a good view of the city, though it's even more spectacular should you decide to try the York Eye. That's the thing about York, there is so much to do you're spoilt for choice. So here, in no particular order, are our top three. The National Railway Museum, always a useful one when the weather is wet, and it has plenty to interest young and old alike. As well as the main exhibition halls, there is now a gallery which exhibits railway-related art. In the school holidays there's always something put on especially for the children, and there are smaller railway-themed exhibitions that change regularly. Also, admission is free of charge. York Minster, spectacular on the outside, imposing on the inside. One can't help but wonder how they managed to shift those blocks of stone so high in pre-industrial times. However, unlike the Railway Museum, be warned, there is a hefty charge to view the Minster these days unless you are attending a church service. Whatever the time of year, the centre of York is always busy with people, and I do mean busy. There are lots of different sorts of shops which makes browsing a real pleasure. The Shambles is probably York's most famous tourist street, but that's because you can reach out of the top windows of two houses along it and shake hands with the person on the other side of the road. If none of these take your fancy, you could try the Castle Museum with its interesting recreations of streets from different eras, or Jorvik to learn about York's Viking past. The more energetic could try a run up Clifford's Tower, part of the old battlements. The less energetic are just as well catered for, as there is the option of seeing and hearing about York from the top of a bus or from a boat on the river. The river cruises are especially nice in the summer, when the weather is allegedly good, though not the last few summers. If you don't fancy trekking into town, Rowntree Park itself is right next door to the site. The park was a bit worse for wear, having suffered in the floods when we were there, but it boasts plenty of pleasant walking, a skateboard park and a well-equipped play park for younger and older children. So there it is. There's so much more we could tell you about York, but why not go and check it out for yourself, if you can get in Rowntree Park, that is.